Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Nashua North High School, where today we will have the second annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament. My name is Jason Roby. I'll be calling the game for you today on ETV. The finals pits the Elm Street Eagles against the Fairgrounds Falcons. Elm Street defeated Nashua Catholic earlier this morning, and Fairgrounds narrowly defeated Pennachuck, setting up this city final. Talking to the coaches a little bit before the game, some of the keys to victory. It's going to be defending the post well for Fairgrounds Middle School, as Ariana Sola, number 23 for Elm Street, is the force inside. And for Elm Street, it's going to be crisp passes, avoiding the turnovers, and playing their game. We are set to tip things off here at Nashua North High School. And things are underway with Fairgrounds controlling the opening tip. Set up the top of the three-point stripe now, trying to feed the post. And that ball intended for number 31, Aruka Obanello, just a bit over the top. So Elm Street will take the ball out underneath. Fairgrounds trying to apply a little full court pressure here. Elm Street breaks it with little problem, and number 10 for Elm Street goes up with the shot. That was Catherine Loranger, and she gets fouled. And the foul goes on number 31, Ruko Obanella. That is her first foul. Catherine Loranger gets the first foul shot. And rattles the second one in for a 2-0 Elm Street lead. And now Elm Street applying some full court pressure to Fairgrounds. Trying to get the trap right there, and a double dribble called on Fairgrounds, turning the ball over. So turnover is going to be a key issue here. Elm Street moving the ball around to the baseline. Shot from the baseline comes up short, rebounded there. And we have a 3-second violation. Number 10, Catherine Loranger, in there for the offensive rebound, got stuck with the feet in the paint just a little bit too long.
Let the record show, Jason Roby, that it is 1 p.m., which is when the start time was.
We're on Lombardi time here, Tom King.
And that's what no, coffee time doesn't exist here. All right.
So Fairgrounds inbounds the ball, and it is stolen again by Loranger. A nice bounce pass there, 1-2, and dished into number 3. And that would be Ariana Murray from Elm Street.
It's a little different feel to this event this year. Last year, Nashua Catholic dominated it.
Yeah, and you've got two different, this year you've got Fairgrounds and Elm Street in the finals. So it's nice to see that there's some well-rounded programs here in Nashua. And the long three is no good. Dished back out again. That ball comes up just a bit long.
Good weak side rebound. The one thing you won't see at this level is you won't see the players on a break pull up and set up. They're going to go right to the hoop all the time.
Well, these are teams, and talking to both coaches before the game, they like to get out, they like to run a little bit, and if they can get to the hoop, the less times that ball hits the floor, the better. Fairgrounds setting up their half-court offense now. And a block shot there. Again, number 10, you're hearing her name a lot, Catherine Loranger. Ball is on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession goes to Elm Street.
You're going to see a lot of that, too. A lot of loose balls, a lot of diving.
Caitlin Lorendi takes the ball out for Elm Street again. Fairgrounds applying full court pressure. Broken with ease.
And that's good, travel on the baseline. That's good because I'd say 60%, 65, almost 70% of high school girls basketball is press breaking and pressing.
Absolutely correct.
And if you learn how to do both at this level, you're that far ahead of the game.
Well, when you look at through the years here, some of the better programs in the state of New Hampshire at the high school level, Nashua in the 80s and early 90s, Londonderry High School, Winnicott High School for girls basketball.
All press.
All press the ball teams. And again, if you could break that press, you could have your way. Spot up 3 right there by number 13 for Elm Street.
But I think, Jason, that it's more the teams that are applying the pressure that are ones that come out on top in high school girls basketball.
I would agree.
I just think that it's just too much for them to process immediately when all of a sudden the pressure comes on. And they can work at it and work at it as there's a steal there. They can work at it as much as they want, but until you see it live happen, it's just too much of an instantaneous switch to turn on.
You know, a lot of the things, you're talking to the coaches before the game, a lot of these girls play together with one another on the AAU Nighthawks team, so these girls are quite familiar with one another. Their teammates some of the time. Oh, a great block shot right there by number 3, Ariana Murray for Elm Street. She begins things going the other way. But these kids are very familiar with each other.
Pressure inside, turnover again.
Number 10 right there for Fairgrounds. Alexandria Kapopoulos up with the steal. Fairgrounds sets up their half-court offense here,
which we haven't seen too much of. Yeah, good move, right inside. She still made the right move, and they still retained possession. She had the move to the right. You have to take it, and there it is to the right again. Just haven't been able to convert and finish those easy shots. But those are the looks that they want to get.
And I think we're going to see a lot of that. The ball goes out of bounds right there, and possession stays with Elm Street. That's Juliana Martin for Fairgrounds Middle School, and she had some real nice inside moves there. Something tells me we're going to see a lot more of that as the game progresses. And now we have Elm Street setting up on their half court. Great bounce pass through to the baseline. Layup is missed. And Fairgrounds doing a nice job on the boards here. Both sides, offensive and defensive rebounds thus far. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the first quarter with a 4-0 lead for Elm Street. And we have a travel called on Fairgrounds, so possession will change.
I'm waiting for Fairgrounds to basically try to post up Obanello as much as they can. They haven't done it in these possessions, but she's got some size and some force underneath. And she's already made herself known defensively. Waiting for it to happen on the other end of the floor.
Absolutely, and right now what you're seeing here is...
Look at that, see, she closes off the baseline very well, where normally quickness for Elm Street would allow them to get that basket.
And the head coach for Elm Street, Steve Largy, calls a timeout here.
I think part of that is to try to figure out a way to avoid Obanello.
Could be, and it also looks like it looks like Fairgrounds has packed it into a little bit of a zone defense here, where they're going to concede that outside shot. Elm Street having some struggles with the outside 3 early on, so it looks like Fairgrounds, having seen that, has packed it in. They have a little bit of a zone defensive look going here, so we'll see what Elm Street has to try and attack this Fairgrounds defense.
Healthy crowd on hand today, but I think the biggest crowd is out in the lobby, where they have a huge, and I want to say huge, George Foreman grill.
Ooh.
Where they're doing burgers.
Ooh. I'm sure doing the game, you and I will probably be privy to getting some samples, maybe. Call Lisa Jingers up here, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. I've never seen an indoor grill that big.
Outstanding. And that's Caitlin Lorendi with a pull-up jump shot. Tried to bank it in, no good. Again, Fairgrounds with the defensive rebound. We have a jump ball. Possession will go to Fairgrounds. So once again, Fairgrounds early on here, Tom, doing a good job on the boards.
Well, they've got the strength. They've got the strength inside.
Once again, Elm Street applying that full court pressure. And the key there is obviously to keep your feet moving. Fairgrounds breaks the press. Pull-up jumper by number 14 there for Fairgrounds. Falls just short. Now Elm Street pushes it up the floor. And yet another rebound for Juliana Martin. Fairgrounds sets up, and we got a little bit of a reach in there, a push called.
Now, anytime that ball is on the floor, you're going to see a player go for it.
Maya Ryu with a little bit of a reach in, got a little bit of the body, so Fairgrounds will take it out on the side. And Elm Street with the steal on the inbound pass. Again, turnovers a huge factor here in middle school basketball.
They certainly are.
Elm Street now working it around the perimeter, trying to find the weak spot in that Fairgrounds zone. They find it, foul line extended, and number 10.
Ranger.
Yeah, she makes.
Well, what she did was she didn't let Obanello come out right away. She got the shot off before Obanello came out. Obanello had to respect her ability to move inside on the dribble, so she gave her about a step and a half, and that was just enough for her to lift a shot.
And that's obviously Catherine LaRanger's range right there. She hits that jumper from the foul line, extended to up the lead to 6. Elm Street working the ball around here. Once again, trying to find that soft spot in the zone. They bring it in, a good move on the post, but that ball right there is stolen by Obanello. Yep, she is a force on the boards. Good low post defense and a good job on the board so far for Obanello as well, Fairgrounds. That shot right there puts it at 6-2.
And there you go, they get her inside.
Elm Street trying to push the pace. They're letting them play here a little bit. And Elm Street finally gets a rebound. Once again, that's LaRanger, but she was called for the travel, so Elm Street will take, Fairgrounds will take possession of the ball.
You've got to like what Fairgrounds is doing defensively right now.
No question about it. They are keeping this thing close. Elm Street with their full court pressure here. Looks like a 3-1-1 trap of some sort. Fairgrounds.
Listen to you with the traps.
I'm just throwing throwing some stuff out there, hoping it sticks. That was Lily Vogel dishing it into Obanello and one situation.
I said to you before, when are they going to post her up? They finally started to do it, and sure enough, it's going to turn into 4 points, maybe 5.
And that is the key right there. That was a real good push right there by Fairgrounds, recognizing the mismatch down on the block, and Obanello will try to complete the 3-point play here. And that foul shot comes up just short. Rebound taken by Elm Street. That was number 3, Ariana Murray. She sets it up just about half court. Dishes it back out to Maya Ryu, who will spot up for a 3, and that falls short, and there is Fairgrounds with a good box out, and they start their break. That was Alexandria Papopoulos on the rebound. And now Vogel, top of the key again. And a nice cut through the middle of the paint there. Elm Street was waiting for it. Ball on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball here, and possession goes back to Elm Street.
Try to force it inside, and that's what can happen. If you try to force it, you may turn the ball over or be at the behest of the arrow. The arrow pointing the way of the team in white, the Eagles.
All right, this is number 11, Caitlin Loretti, to take the ball out underneath the hoop for Elm Street.
And more pressure. Look at this. Obanello's the deepest one, and she's just beyond the half court. She's at the half court line right now. Now Stephen Largy coming over to the scorer's table to check something out. 6-4 is the score, so he can't be checking out the clock time, so I don't know what he'd be looking at. They have 2 hoops. Now, is it timeouts? I doubt that.
I think they're talking about numbers or roster submissions, and maybe a number has not appeared correctly on the roster.
Well, let's see.
Try to clear that up.
10, 12, 14, 15, and 31. We have a 10, we have a 12, a 14, a 15, and a 31 on the printed roster for Fairgrounds.
Obviously, they're looking at the scorebook and comparing it to the roster here. Try to get some clarification for you. And it's going to be a technical foul. Yeah.
So the discrepancy is not on Fairgrounds. It's on Elm Street.
Right. So this is number 15 for Fairgrounds on the foul shot here. That is Juliana Martin.
Right.
And she misses them both.
Let's see who we've got out there for Elm. We've got a number 30.
And there it is.
There it is. There's the discrepancy.
Yep.
There's no 30 on the roster.
So the ball fed in once again there.
So if there's no 30 on the roster, there's no 30 in the book. Now 31, let's see. 31
is
Lizzie DeRusha.
And so maybe a difference of a number, maybe a misprint on the roster, not quite sure. It doesn't affect them because Fairgrounds gets neither of the technical shots, so we'll try and get that situated at the end of the quarter. Right now, it looks like Elm Street content to just work the ball around the perimeter. And that is a baseline three-pointer.
Well, not that time.
But now Elm Street showing the ability to get the rebound, and that was Lorendi with a shot from the top of the key.
Their outside shooting isn't working right now.
Fairgrounds Tom is content to just kind of pack it in.
See, they've got DeRusha in the game to offset Obanella because Obanella was hurting them twice. So that's why. Nice pressure.
And Elm Street makes it pay off. Misses the layup. Oh, almost an and one situation. That was Ariana Murray who went up for the baseline short jumper. Just missed it, but she's going to get a pair of shots here. And that foul was on number 44, Lauren Basta, 8th grader from Fairgrounds. So Ariana Murray misses the first of 2 free throws. Both teams having some trouble finding the bottom of the hoop here early on. Murray's second shot goes off the back of the rim and out. Fairgrounds with the rebound.
Quick shot.
The runner right there by number 15, Juliana
Martin. Look
Martin.
at that tie-up.
Yeah.
DeRusha. Here's the matchup. This is it. DeRusha and Obanella. I mean, they brought in DeRusha, the player, and look at that tie-up that she just caused. Caused the jump ball, and they get the ball.
Sometimes it's all about matchups. Here comes Elm Street on a fast break, trying to get the last shot. So at the end of one here, Elm Street holding a 6-4 advantage over the Fairgrounds.
Nice chess match going on right now.
Well, and that's really what it is. It's all about matchups here at this level, and sometimes you might have a team that likes to get out there and run a little bit, but sometimes if you face a team with a little bit more height, they can pose some problems to you in the half-court game. So what does Elm Street do? Coach Largy puts in one of his taller players to try and offset the strength of Fairgrounds.
Well, we'll see how the defenses play in the second quarter. See, because one of the things, Jason, is, and you know this, you apply a lot of pressure defensively. It tires you out a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. It comes down to how deep your bench is too.
Exactly.
I mean, if you have a deep bench and you can get players in and out, you can do it. Right.
So you've got a lot. The one thing that I like, that I'm liking right now as I watch this, look how many kids are participating.
Right, looking at these rosters.
Isn't that the thing?
Both benches are full.
Look at how many kids are playing in this game and on the bench. I mean, it's fantastic.
All right, a little pressure there applied. And unfortunately, a travel called on Meredith McDermott. So Elm Street will then gain possession again on the side, trying to break the press. That ball is stolen right there and into the layup, but missed it. That was Juliana Martin on the layup, and she missed an open one.
Can't float a pass like that, though. And Obanello is going to get called.
They're going to call it travel.
Wow.
Interesting call there.
It is, because Obanello could have been called for contact on that play.
That was Julia Cota who went up for the shot.
Watch the pressure here now with Elm Street.
And another near steal. Can they get it over inside of 10 seconds? They do. 2-on-1. Juliana Martin content to set it up. Feeds Obanello in the low post. And we got a tie game here, Tom, early in the second quarter.
And who scored all 6 points?
And Obanello is making her presence known under the hoop with a great feed right there from Juliana Martin. Elm Street now sets up in their half court, finding the low post. And nobody on the backside.
Weak side rebound. They did that earlier in the game, but they had somebody barely there. This time, no one there, and an easy hoop.
And that was Maya Ryu on the layup there on the backside on that missed shot for Elm Street. Had a little collision here near half court. See what the call is. That looks like the foul is going to be called on Lorendi.
And now we're at 4 team fouls for Elm. 3 for Fairgrounds. You're watching the finals of the Nashua City Middle School Tournament. Tom kicking along with Jason Roby. Tim O'Neill on camera. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. And Obanello with the shot. And goes to the line.
There was a double team there down low, Tom, and Obanello still went up over both of them.
They have to double. If DeRush is not in the game, to push her out of the way, they have to do it that way. Now, can she hit her free throws? That's the question.
Obanello's first shot, nothing but the bottom of the net to bring Fairgrounds to within 1 here early in the second quarter. And the second goes off the back of the rim. Rebound there to Elm Street, but again, another jump ball with the applied pressure. Elm Street, however, will retain possession. And the ball is stolen there by number 12, Julia Cota. She tries. Excuse me, that was Lily Vogel.
Look at all the pressure being applied. Both sides. Both sides just ball hawk, going for the ball right away. As a former football coach, you'd like that, Joe. Well, you're still always a football coach.
Good pressure is always a good thing.
You'd always love pressure on the ball, right, Jason?
There's no question. I'm a defensive guy first, so.
By the way, while we have a timeout, I have to wonder, will Kendall Reyes ever play
against the New England Patriots
in Foxborough against the New England Patriots?
It remains to be seen. I talked to him, shot him a text wishing him the best of luck last week, and I thought they had a chance.
I did too. And of course they probably, I think they might have had the holding call not occurred on the 2-point conversion, which I thought was a good call.
It definitely was. It's definitely a hold. Any other time during the game, it's a hold.
Right. Now, you've got to call that. You've got their premier defensive player not able to make the play. You've got to be able to call that.
So it sets up a great game tomorrow afternoon between the Steelers and the Pats. First game will be the Packers and the Falcons in the NFC title game. All right, taking the ball out here is number 12, Lily Vogel. Fairgrounds Middle School's in their stack. The referees confer just outside the key. Relatively physical game thus far.
This is going to be interesting. Yep. Free somebody off to the side for the quick shot.
And that was McDermott. He got it inside to Martin.
And they get the foul.
And they get the foul. So Martin's going to go to the free throw line here. They had a great play designed underneath their basket. Executed it well. Martin, an 8th grader here from Fairgrounds, sinks her first shot. And
it's been a while for Elm Street for a basket.
Fairgrounds looking for their first lead.
Not since that jump shot in the from the foul line. Back with about 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Now we got 6:22 left in the half.
Fairgrounds taking their first lead here on a pair of made foul shots by Martin.
There's more pressure, and it works.
Fairgrounds with the steal, setting up a half-court offense, and there goes Obanello again down towards the post.
Too much.
Elm Street gets possession.
Too much pressure, too much passing. You need someone on either team that can dribble their way out of pressure. That's what I think it takes.
Elm Street early on was breaking that press pretty well, and I think maybe Fairgrounds has made a couple of adjustments here, maybe changed their look. That was Maya Rue into Ariana Murray. Back to Maya. That ball is going to go off of well, they're going to say it went off of Elm Street there. And I think Coach Largy has a legitimate gripe here, but
no replay.
That's why we're sitting up here.
Yep.
Now Elm Street applies some pressure, and they're going to call that one a foul on number 11, Caitlin Lorendi, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Yep,
They did call it. Yes, a push.
Yep.
That's all right, Dan Wyborny. You can block the camera, no problem.
Always welcome here.
Always welcome, Dan.
Always welcome is Dan Wyborny, the girls basketball coach at Nashua South and also the girls soccer coach at Nashua North.
Yeah, he's done a great job with soccer.
Yeah, he has.
Basically, it was a winless program until he got there.
This will be Juliana Martin taking some foul shots as Lorendi checks out of the game. And some early foul trouble here for the Elm Street Eagles. Looks like it's a 1-on-1 situation.
Obanello!
And Obanello
off the free throw.
Gets the miss and puts it in for 2.
11-8.
And Elm Street has no answer yet for Obanello.
No, they don't.
And another steal there by Fairgrounds number 14, Meredith McDermott. She heads to the baseline, goes up for the layup. She is fouled, and that's going to be another 2 shots for Fairgrounds. So Meredith McDermott here is going to go to the line for 2.
The defensive pressure by Fairgrounds just doing a big job against Elm Street. 2 factors, that defensive pressure and then the inside play of Obanello. Fairgrounds, or Elm Street rather, is going to have to make an adjustment sometime in the second quarter or by the very least halftime. But I don't know if they can wait till halftime because Fairgrounds right now is on a roll.
Well, McDermott made a pair of free throws here, and now Elm Street trying to break that press, and they do. They have a 3-on-1 here. Had her, if she had pulled up a little bit early and tried that bounce pass, probably would have had her.
And there's the basket.
She finishes right there. That was Catherine Loranger. Stayed with it.
She scored the last 4 points, or actually 4 of the last 6 for this team.
And Murray applying a little bit of pressure, but
again, it was 3-on-1.
Right.
But who was the one?
Correct, it was Obanello.
And she intimidated the heck out of them on that play.
Usually what you try and tell your players there is stop at about the foul line extended, make that defender come out towards you, and now you have a 2-way go. You have a baseline pass either side.
Exactly, give and go either way.
Here's Juliana Martin for a pair of free throws, and what it seems like Fairgrounds is doing quite well now is they're attacking that right side, trying to penetrate.
When's the last time you saw them take a jump shot off the inbounds play? That was it.
That was it.
They are going to the basket.
Juliana Martin for her second free throw attempt. And she hits a pair.
15-10 now in favor of the Falcons. Is that what they are?
It is, the Fairgrounds Falcons, yes.
How about that? Huh?
Here they come. You got a 2-on-1 again. Let's see if she stops. She does, and that's a great bounce pass.
And out of bounds, it'll go White.
But you know, that's exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Obanello had the wherewithal to get back into the picture. And the 3-point attempt there hits the side of the backboard.
They had a player on the break they couldn't get it to, and now they try. Might be a little bit too soon.
Didn't have the numbers, so Fairgrounds will bring it back out and set it back up as Juliana Martin dishes inside, has her shot blocked.
And a tough foul right there.
Yeah, that's not something you want to do.
No. Giving away a foul. But look at the foul discrepancy, 9-4. Shows you what Fairgrounds is doing.
Well, their intentions have been made pretty clear here. They're going down low, feed the post, and see what happens.
Ooh, almost a double dribble. They got away.
There it is, and they just got it.
Yep, they got it. Yep.
Ball was knocked away from Maya Rue, and
actually, it wasn't touched. If it was, there wouldn't have been a double dribble call.
Okay, very good, very good.
Wasn't touched. She hesitated. There's an outside shot, but it's going to be off the mark. Almost gets the roll.
And who's down there at the bottom of the pile fighting for the rebound?
Obanello. 15-10. But actually, when you look at it, over the last, I'd say 7 minutes, Fairgrounds has outscored Elm Street 15-4 because they were down 6-0.
Right. So, two different stories here in the first half. Both teams feeling each other out, and now that's a great inbounds pass.
And another foul.
And they just keep feeding it down low. That was Juliana Martin, and she's going to go to the line again.
That just did. Martin and Obanello, a 1-2 punch right there inside, and it's awfully tough to defend.
And as tough as it's been, it's still just a 5-point game here, so really anybody's game still at this point.
Now that's because first of all, there's no three-pointers in this game.
Right.
All right. So you're not able to build a lead over a short amount of time. Go on a 12-2 run in a matter of a couple of minutes because there's no three-pointers.
That's Julia Cota checking in for Catherine Larandra. Give Catherine a little bit of a break.
Plus, there's a lot of turnovers.
Second foul shot is good there by Martin. Pressure again applied by Fairgrounds. Good inbounds bounce pass. Trying to get a half-court trap there. Dribbles through it. And a little bit too late on that pass. Obanello with the steal. Tied up again there by Julia Cota.
It's a wrestling match.
It is a Donnybrook. So Elm Street will retain possession here. Let's see what they can do from their half-court set. And a great run through the middle of the paint by Ariana Murray. And a great pass. It looked like it was Julia Cota for Elm Street and setting up an and-one situation.
Those chances don't come by too often, so you've got to take advantage of them when you can. DeRusha back in the game to try to neutralize Obanello over the next 4 minutes if they can.
And Ryu checks in for the other one. Maya for Jordan here.
That's a big play because you're down 6, and now all of a sudden you cut the lead in half.
Shooter's touch there gives her the three-point play. That was Ariana Murray. Obanello down on the box again, dishes it out. They shoot a three-pointer. Missed. Rebound there by DeRusha. That's something they've been missing.
Here's the thing. Fairgrounds getting away from what got them there. They're going with the outside shot. They've come up empty twice now. They're going to have to go pound it back inside, I think.
And that's Murray dishes it out to Jordan Rue.
Nice steal and knock away. Disrupt that offense.
Ball knocked out of bounds there by McDermott, so Elm Street retains possession.
Trying to post up DeRusha maybe here.
Elm Street works around the top of the key. Rue with a bounce pass to Carden. They retain possession.
Smart play there. She didn't commit a body foul going for the ball. She gave it up.
And there's DeRusha on the offensive boards. Can't put it in.
Another smart play. Obanello let her arms down so she didn't get called for the foul. This is smart kids. But they're rushing their shots.
And that right there was good hustle by McDermott. She knocked the ball out of bounds. Smart move not to try and save it underneath your own hoop.
3 minutes to play here, first half.
To inbound the ball. And Ariana Murray will set things up. Top of the three-point line. Looking to penetrate. The zone cuts off her angle.
The zone double teams at the top.
And
look at that high dribble. It's susceptible to having the ball knocked away. Look at that move to the left. The left-hand dribble creates that play.
And she went in with the left hand too, I believe, which is something you don't always see. That was Ariana Murray going in through the lane with the left hand. She's going to earn herself a pair of foul shots here with a chance to get the lead down to 1 point if she can make them. Elm Street has done a pretty good job of cutting through the middle, finding the open player. The first of two is good for Ariana Murray. And the second shot rattles off the rim, but Elm Street on the glass gets the offensive rebound.
Rebound off a missed free throw for them. Oh, there's the steal. It's turned back over the other way.
DeRusha, going for the bounce pass. Look like we had some contact. They're going to call travel. Yeah.
Slid her foot. She tried to hold up. She wanted to get that pass through, but saw the cutter, defensive cutter, blocked the lane, so she hesitated and lost her footing. 16-14, we got a game here.
And DeRusha and Obanello battling down low. Fairgrounds gets possession. We'll see what they do here for a play underneath the basket.
The Eagles are fighting fire. They call it the other way. How about that? The Eagles are fighting fire with fire here. They're saying, okay, you want to go inside? We'll do the same and try to draw fouls. They haven't been successful in drawing too many fouls, but they are getting rebounds and getting points. Double team, and they fight it, and they almost get it.
Very, very patient offense.
That's
going to result in a fast break. Missed layup, but a rebound, and they're going to call a foul here. I don't know if that's on DeRusha or if that was on Cota.
Don't think it's on DeRusha. It should be on Cota. The smaller player was making the play. So I think it was.
Okay, so a pair of foul shots here for Fairgrounds. First one is missed. That's Ann Sherman, 8th grader out of Fairgrounds Middle School. She makes the second.
Gotta ask you ever seen a scorer's table as full as the one in front of us right now?
It's unbelievable.
They got statisticians galore. Good grief. And a couple of nice trophies sitting there too.
The winner will take home a nice prize at the end of the afternoon. And that's great ball movement right there by Elm Street.
Foul.
And the result ended up in a nice feed into the middle.
But you know what? I think they could have called traveling on DeRusha again. Thought she slid her foot. But what she did do was hold on to the ball and get the call.
And the important thing there, Tom, in that possession was you didn't see the ball hit the floor.
Right.
It was a bounce pass. So they moved the ball very well without dribbling it.
Now that's the old George Nukas style. Team that beat Merrimack in the 1991 finals, that the man over to our left, Nate Mazerol in the corner,
was part of that team.
Was the point guard for.
Sure.
They had plays where the ball never touched the floor. It was a thing of beauty, it really was.
And the second shot is banked in. Not sure if she called it or not. But that puts the Fairgrounds lead at 2, and we have a timeout here.
Yeah, I think that Fairgrounds needs a break. Good timeout if they were the ones that called it. I believe they had to be. 1:31 to play in the half, 17-15. They're going to set their defense and offense. Both teams are. But a good job by the Eagles to stay in this game. They were fading out of it. It's down 16-10, and now they've cut the lead to 2. It's 17-15.
Good back and forth game. Both teams realizing that this is for all the marbles here in the 2nd annual middle school basketball tournament here in the city of Nashua. Elm Street, Fairgrounds, Nashua Catholic, and Pennachuck all taking part.
Again, last year, Nashua Catholic was one of the top teams in the region. They were very, very good. Went on to play in New England tournaments, do pretty well.
These 4 schools end up feeding the high schools here in the area.
Down year in the city of Nashua varsity-wise.
From a record standpoint, I think, you know, you look at both teams from the Nashua public school standpoint, playing very good physical basketball, just not getting the bounces early on, have some injuries early on. In my estimation, both boys teams would be a tough out in the tournament if they get in.
Yeah, I think so.
And as far as the girls teams are concerned, obviously, and a foul there on the shot.
Wow, desperation shot almost.
Yep.
And she gets the benefit of the whistle.
That was Mayaru, I believe, on the foul.
Because that's not a shot you'd want her to take with 1:20 to play. There was no countdown or anything like that, but she heaved it up from far downtown.
Juliana Martin will shoot a pair here for the Fairgrounds Falcons. Nashua North and Nashua South girls high school basketball teams.
Little down.
A little bit, but I think North won air game last night. I believe I don't know if they're 5 and 4, 6
They're
and 4,
right around
like
500.
About 500.
They're a 500 team, and South a little bit down below.
Right.
North beat South the other night handily in the second half. And they'll play again coming up on January 27th.
Fairgrounds with a steal.
Another foul.
You know, I questioned that one a little bit. It looked like Julia Cota had her feet set and her hands up.
They are tooting that whistle right now.
And Juliana Martin kind of leaned into her. I thought maybe Cota had established position, but the referees thought otherwise. So here we are again with Juliana Martin shooting a pair of free throws. She hits the first.
Got a high arc to that free throw.
18-15 Fairgrounds with 1:12 to play in the first half. Rebound there by
wide
Elmstreet.
open down the court. If a Patriot receiver is that wide open in any of these playoff games, it's going to be a touchdown easily. That was a great court vision and great ability to get behind the defense, but they still couldn't connect on the pass.
And that's a kick right there on the inbounds pass. That was dangerously close to a 5-second violation, so Elmstreet got a little lucky there.
Oh, it's going to be a race to the ball.
Doesn't have the numbers. Let's see if she pulls it up. There's still a minute. She does. Very smart play.
Oh.
Sets up a three-pointer and an offensive rebound there.
And a right idea to put it back outside, but intercepted.
Andy Sherman was in a good spot.
Because guess who's not in the game right now?
Right.
Obanello taking a breather probably for the rest of the half.
We'll see what Elm Street does here. Will they hold on for the last shot?
I don't think they need to.
Pretty patient, lost her dribble, feed the box.
Double team.
Triple team now. Pulls up on the baseline and hits the shot. Wow. Ariana Murray, 3 people on her. And she just pulls up and makes a great shot. And just like that,
incredible.
Juliana Martin gets the feed, goes in for the layup.
Well, you can tell who their number one option is when Obanello's out of the game. It's Juliana Martin. They want the ball in her hands. She's been at the line a lot, and she goes to the hoop a lot, and that time converted. Back and forth. It's opened up a little bit here in the last couple of minutes. Oh, tough miss. On a rebound by Fairgrounds, and they get it again. Too quick of a shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Elm Street ball.
And I'll tell you right now, Tom, this here is Lizzie DeRusha, who's checking in right now for Elm Street. So we don't have our numbers correct.
We don't.
That could be Vanessa Reeder, who we've been calling.
Number 30? Yep.
Number 30 could be Vanessa Reeder. I'm not real sure.
We'll check at halftime.
Because Lizzie DeRusha just checked in for Elm Street.
Yep,
she is
right.
number 31, and she sets a great pick down low.
Boy, did she set a pick.
Set a great pick down low,
she set a
and
pick.
it opened up a baseline
she
shot.
looked like a lineman with those arms crossed.
That was a great play right there. And Elm Street misses the shot at the buzzer.
We're at the half. It's a great game, everybody. 20-17 in favor of Fairgrounds over Elm Street. You're watching the Nashua City Middle School Basketball Championships. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
We're here to start the second half. Tom King, Jason Roby here, NashuaETV. We're at the half. It is Fairgrounds with a 3-point lead over Elm Street in the city championship game.
All right, Jason, inside it goes. Turnaround jumpers off, rebound comes down to the Eagles of Elm Street. And a high dribble, got away with it over with a carry on the dribble. Elm Street trying to spread it out. Now they go inside to the double team. Obanello knocks it away, and it'll come back now to Fairgrounds. The Falcons in green, Elm Street in the white. Jumper is an air ball and taken by Elm Street. Both teams a little bit off their game to start the third quarter here. Rebound on that missed shot comes down, and here we go.
Here's Martin.
Martin driving with the right hand, gets the roll and in. 22-17, a layup by Martin with the right hand. See, there's no pressure right now being put on either team.
Both teams content right here to get in their half-court sets.
Top of the key, the point guard for Elm. And a jumper and a good
Baseline jumper by 13, Maya Rube.
Yeah, Rube with a nice assist from Ariana Murray.
And here's your pressure.
And Fairgrounds lucks out.
4-on-1. She took it the distance.
Martin, again, the rebound and the foul. And how many times have we seen Martin go to the line?
I'll tell you right there, Juliana Martin had a couple of options there. She could have dished it off or taken it to the hole strong. Chose to take it to the hole and once again gets fouled. Going to give her a couple of free throws here.
Off the front rim, no good, as you see that. High arc for her free throws. 6:31 to play, third quarter. Just underway here, second half. You're watching the Nashua Middle School Championships. And 1 out of 2 for Martin, and it's a 4-point lead. 3-point lead, 22-19. Actually, should be 4. There it is. Put the 3 up. And here comes Elm Street. Trying to go inside, they do. Turnaround partially blocked by Obanello, but they're going to call a foul.
I thought that
Obanello.
shot may have been blocked.
I thought it was a clean block.
That was Loranger. Catherine Loranger went up with the right hand.
And I'll tell you what, they are, the referees right now, in my mind, have taken this game over a little bit too much. They need to let them play a little bit. There are too many whistles in this game. It was a long first half. We had a 45-minute first half. That's a long time. Free throw is up, no good.
Loranger getting ready to shoot her second.
And she gets the roll and in. 3-point game. 1 out of 2, and almost a travel. And a smart play. Getting it off the defender so she can get the ball back. Oh, missed it on the wing. Pass inside, no good. Fairgrounds gets it back, a little disorganized. The pressure from Elm Street is working. Here they come. Murray on the lead. And
Good
a nice pass. Oh, what a beautiful pass.
Good finish by Loranger there.
Loranger from Murray. And it's a 1-point game. The Eagles right back in it. They were down 6. Now they're back in it and pressing to try to get the lead.
Elm Street ran the floor very well there. Here comes a 2-on-1.
And they missed the open player. Went out for the shot. Rebound taken, but then stolen away by the Eagles.
Yeah, Vogel with a little bit too much muscle on that shot.
Yeah, she had an open player on the wing. She should probably passed it that way, it might have been an easier take. Although a layup is no guarantee at this level, that's for sure. Nice shot, forced up, I thought, but still made it in there by Lorendi, and it rolls off the rim.
Yeah, Lorendi had a good look there at the foul line. Fairgrounds take possession.
We got coaches' offspring everywhere.
We sure do.
Thing. Good grief.
Travel call there. Going to give the ball back to Elm Street. Yeah, there are coaches' kids everywhere. We mentioned DeRusha, we mentioned Lorendi, and
Reeder's a former player,
Reeder's
right?
a former player from Londonderry High School. I played with him in the 1991 Shrine game, dating myself a little bit
I wonder
there.
if I covered that game. I may have. Not sure. Who'd you play for?
The New Hampshire team, Tom.
No, but who? No, what high school?
Oh, Bishop Brady.
Bishop Brady.
There you
all
go.
right.
Yeah. Rebound there, very well
And
done on the miss shot.
Weak side rebound.
Julia Cota there for the miss.
That's the second time they've gotten that weak side rebound for a basket, and the Eagles take the lead, 24-23. They have the momentum here in the second half.
Elm Street falls back now into their, looks like their 2-3 zone.
Pass in the corner. Setting up right now. Outside shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound, no good, but a foul. Martin will go to the line. Martin with the rebound on the weak side, and she'll go to the foul line once again. A familiar sight in this game. Martin at the rebound. Martin with a rebound, but even more familiar, Martin at the foul line. One out of two, looking to tie the game. And she does.
Locked up at 24 here.
As it should be, the way these teams have played.
Well, they're in the title game for a reason.
Yep.
Evenly matched teams, a good feed into the low post.
Oh, in and out, rebound comes down out of bounds. It's going to go green.
And again, that was Loranger with her left hand that time. Very well done, just missed the roll.
You know who is out of the game? It might be after that foul we saw called. I don't know what her foul situation is. Stolen away.
Lorendi on the steal.
Here we go. Elm Street setting it up.
See if they can take their first lead in quite a while here. Pretty patient in their offensive set. And that ball gets stolen.
All the way down the floor with the layup.
Andy Sherman.
Putting it up and misses. Sherman misses it. Again, I tell you, a layup at this level is no guarantee.
And the bad part about that one is Juliana Martin comes in over the top and gets called for a foul on the miss.
It's a double whammy. You miss the 2 points and you get one of your best players in foul trouble, possibly. 3:44 left to play, third quarter. We got a 1-point ball game here. No, we're tied at 24. Sorry, tied at 24. And a timeout by Steve Largy. And looking over just in time to see that timeout call was Maya Rio. 3:35 to play third quarter, a tie game. An interesting ball game. We're going to see these same two schools compete in the boys' finals, so you'll be able to watch that on NashuaETV. Check your local listings for that. NashuaEasyStream.com. You can see all our events on there, and there have been a lot of them over the last few weeks. We did a hockey doubleheader a few days ago down at Skate 3 with Bishop Girton, boys-girls doubleheader. We've got today's doubleheader for you, and we're going to have a doubleheader coming up on Friday. I believe we'll be live. Live, Tim O'Neill? 3 games. That's right. We're going to do the unified game at 3 o'clock.
I heard also some wrestling on Wednesday night.
That's right. Wrestling Wednesday night.
North-South wrestling.
A lot of action coming up here on NashuaETV.
Great thing to see here too, Tom, is you look at both basketball teams, but in addition, the cheer squads for both teams.
Yeah.
A lot of kids participating here and extracurricular activities.
You got a lot of high school kids here too.
Helping out.
Yeah, you got a lot of high school kids helping out. You got coaches here to watch. It's a pretty good event. It's a good thing that they came up with. They tried it 2 years ago. but they got snowed out and weren't able to reschedule. There's a steal by Martin. Martin's going to come down. She's going to look to pass. No, she's going to go all the way up to the shot off the boards and in. And now Fairgrounds gets the lead back at 26-24.
You knew what her intention was the minute she stole that ball.
There was
she was going.
No way she was going wing on that play.
And she stole the ball again, Tom.
And she's going to go down all the way again, I bet. No, 1-on-3. She's got to pass
Good
it
pass.
off.
Open look.
Yeah, it
and
is.
drains at
Burying
number
it.
10, Alexandria Kapopoulos.
Kapopoulos with the bucket. It's a 2, and it's a 4-point lead. Why? Defense by Fairgrounds with the steals and good transition basketball.
Nice mid-range jumper there by Kapopoulos.
Shot is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Elm, and they put it up. No good, but there's a foul. They'll go to the line. Good effort right there.
25. Grace Carden gets the offensive rebound, goes up and gets fouled, rewarded with a couple of foul shots.
28-24. Too hard on the free throw.
So Tom, just a little number issue that we had there in the first half.
So we have Reeder with wearing
number 30.
30.
Right.
And DeRusha at 31.
Right.
Reeder is originally on the program and probably was entered into the book as number 32.
Right, which resulted in that technical foul.
Right, and I believe they made the free throw, didn't they on that?
They missed both shots.
Okay, they did, all right. So it didn't result in any points.
Right. But it forced us to get the names right, which is important.
Oh, no kidding.
There's a good feed down low. Wow, that's textbook. That was Catherine Laranger gets a nice feed on the post.
Wide open Laranger. And she puts in, and now a steal by Elm. In a 1-point game.
And I tell you what, Laranger was open again, gets the rebound.
No, and a foul should go to the line. They are getting the ball inside because guess who's out?
Obanero.
Exactly.
Laranger got that rebound underneath the hoop, had the left hand, decided to take one dribble and go right, where she was fouled. Misses the first.
Are they teaching high arcing free throws at this level or what? Every free throw that's attempted, almost all of them are about, 25 feet high and then on their way down into
Rainmakers.
the basket. Yeah, exactly.
Well, some of these girls are pretty tall.
Look at that, look at that
arc
Rainmaker.
on there.
That is a big arc, and Martin with a big rebound, and now it's taken away.
That was Julia Cota on the rebound there
what
for
a
Elm
great
Street.
defensive play. See, I think Martin was afraid to get called for a foul on that, and that's why she didn't swing her arms around to try to grab it.
Myrie, who sets up her offense here.
Long shot in and out. Another weak side rebound, tipped away out of bounds. It'll be green ball. It'll go to Fairgrounds. They're up by a point, but it sure looks like they're being outplayed right now, and they are. There's the steal.
Great bounce pass in there. The
Rebound
miss.
on the weak side again, and another rebound now comes down to the team in green. Fairgrounds on the break. Coming right down, off the glass and in. Instant basket right there.
Guess
from
who?
Meredith McDermott. 1:26 left third quarter. It's been a fast quarter, and it's a 3-point game. Oh,
another nice feed down low. Another nice feed down
the
low.
passing being done right now.
Julia Cota ran the baseline, got open, and got a nice feed.
Oh, Laranger with a nice pass and a ball.
Offensive foul, player control.
That's a big call. I don't know. That's got to be at least 2, maybe 3 on Martin, and they may have to pull her. Let's see if they go to the bench.
Now the feet were set there. She was in great defensive position, and as a result, you get the player control foul. Let's see.
Steal, jump, arrow. Let's see. It's going to go White.
Haven't had as many of those this half.
59.3 ticks to play here, third quarter, in a 1-point ball game.
And Martin's going to come out here, Tom, so you're right. Fouls could be an issue here. And a great feed
off the inbounds.
underneath.
The layup, I believe that was by Laranger.
And Maya Ryu had a great pass underneath to her.
And the lead goes back to Elm. Pass off the mark, or layup off the mark, and it'll come down, and it will be White ball.
I'll tell you what Julia Cota of Elm Street did there, Tom. She set her feet.
Yes.
She knew she didn't have the numbers in her favor. The shot was missed, and she was in an automatic position for a good box-out rebound. So
Position. She stayed put. They had to move around her, and she gets the rebound.
played well by Julia Cota.
I'm impressed with the quality of play at this level. Some smart basketball. It's a little scattered here and there, but there still is smart basketball.
Well, both teams seem to have done some good adjustments at the half.
Rio gets it into Murray. Murray, the bounce pass inside.
Wow.
Wide open again is the Ranger. What a pass by Murray.
Fairgrounds going to have to figure out a way to stop that baseline layup. They've given up about 3 or 4 of those this half.
And another steal by Elm Street. And here come the Falcons. They're on a roll. 10 seconds left. They'll go for the last shot. They'll rush it, but they'll get it off. No. Weak side rebound. Turnaround jumper. No. Rebound comes down inside. No. And that'll do
Wow.
it. 3 great looks at the basket, but nothing coming across for Elm Street. But you gotta love the action. Don't go away. We've got one more quarter left to play here. 33-30. You're gonna want to keep it right here at the Nashua Middle School Basketball Championships. Elm Street with a lead over Fairgrounds by 3, and it's going to be a real match in that 4th quarter. I'm surprised. There's got to be some foul trouble going on with Obanello, because with her out of the game, that's where everything has happened inside for Elm Street.
Right, and it seems like Fairgrounds doesn't have an answer for what Elm Street is doing underneath. They just have a baseline runner the entire time. She's open for left-hand layup after left-hand layup. That last possession there, Elm Street unable to come down with a basket, but I think they got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. So you can definitely sense there's a little change in momentum of the game here.
Well, we'll see how they play it. We'll see who comes out, who starts the quarter. Fatigue is going to be setting in sooner or later. And Obanello is out there. And it's an otherwise small team for Fairgrounds, at least it looks that way, because Martin's not on the floor. And Martin has some size and agility. Fairgrounds with the outside shot off the mark. There's not a lot of outside shooting in this game, I'll tell you that right now. And a foul on the rebound, going to the line to shoot.
Annie Sherman.
Yeah, she's going to shoot 2.
Annie Sherman was amongst 3 Elm Street Eagles shirts, went up and got that offensive rebound.
All on the weak side. Now that's not a high arc, but she misses the free throw anyway. A big run by Elm. They're up 3. Off the mark. 0 for 2. Obanello rebound. Puts
with
it
the
up.
offensive board.
Did she get the whistle to put her at the line? Yes, she did.
Wow. That happened pretty quickly, Tom.
It sure did, Jason.
She got the rebound, went right up immediately with the shot, and gets fouled.
Now,
And just like that, Tom, I'll tell you what, checking in right now is going to be Vanessa Rita of Elm Street.
yeah, got to do something to counter Obanello inside. Nice free throw, and we got a 2-point game now. 7:49.
Julia Cota
To play
comes
the
out,
game.
and Vanessa Rita checks in for Elm Street. Went off the top of the backboard. I
don't know about that.
Well,
I don't think it hit the top. I
Okay,
think it
maybe
hit
the gray.
I
Maybe.
think it hit the top of the glass, but
Yeah.
not on top of the board itself.
Here we
So,
go.
We got a 1-point game. It's going to be this way the whole game. I don't see either team pulling away.
And the crowd here at Nashua North High School
Is
starts to
into
get amped up a little bit.
You know, I'll tell you, this is no offense to the high school games. This is as much noise as I've heard at any basketball event this year. They are into it.
This is the future of the city of Nashua basketball, and this is what you want the championship game to be like. 33-32 with 7.5 minutes to play.
Elm, and a steal. And here comes Fairgrounds, right back. Bringing the ball up court. Lily Vogel. Vogel with it. Gets it over to Kapopoulos. Kapopoulos loses it, and another steal by the Eagles.
That was great help down low. They got a double team. They were trying to feed Obanello on the post, and maybe
if you overplay that post, that's how you can deter it.
would have been better served with a bounce pass there.
Going inside, Reeder. Turnaround, no. Rebound, Elm. Elm has done a great job on the boards, I think, in this second half. But Fairgrounds comes up with it, and they lose it, knocked out of bounds. It's gonna go the other way. It'll be Elm Street ball.
I'll tell you what happened there. Reeder got positioned down on the low post and was double teamed, and that really opened things up for Catherine Loranger on the other side. So it'll be interesting to see how Fairgrounds goes at Reeder here if they continue to get her into the low post.
You got 2 point guards out there. You got Rio and a jumper for 3, no good.
There's Loranger.
And Loranger puts it up off the glass.
And again.
No good, and foul from behind. It's not going to be on Obanello, I don't think. It should be on number 11. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep, it is. It's going to be on Sherman. She got her over the top.
Catherine Loranger getting very aggressive there on the offensive glass. A couple of big offensive rebounds, rewarded with a couple of foul shots here.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
But this is no gimme on a miss here. You've got some folks inside that can get in there and get that offensive
Reeder
rebound.
and Obanello are going to be battling at the top left corner of your screen. There they go. And the weak side rebound and a block. So Fairgrounds comes up with it. They don't get the rebound, but they come up with it. Smart idea not to make that long pass down court. Here comes Fairgrounds. Down by a point, pass is deflected, going to go out of bounds. Another turnover. Wow, they cannot get their offense set.
Things getting a little sloppy here. Later stages of the game, you have to wonder if fatigue is a factor.
Now, this is the pressure too. You know, every basket now counts. There's nobody with a comfortable lead. The largest lead was 6 by both teams. 6-0 early on by Elm, 16-10 by Fairgrounds. Inside shot, no good. Weak side rebound, no good.
Loranger again.
Again with another rebound. Outside, foul line extended, no good. Rebound, no. Comes back to Elm. Open jumper, yes. It goes in
Catherine
for Loranger.
Loranger.
And it's a 3-point lead. You give a team that many times at the basket, and you're going to get results, but now you get a foul under pressure by Elm Street.
That sequence right there were 3 or 4 offensive rebounds for Elm Street. They were finally able to put it in the bottom of the bucket. And not a good foul there for Elm Street with a little reaching on an inbounds play. So Loranger will go to the bench, and Lorendi comes in for her. But we are now, it looks like we are in the bonus here. We are 1-and-1 situation. So
the fouls are going to put people at the line. Yes, they are. The referee originally looked to go baseline with the inbounds, but now he's saw they're all set up. So at the line right now for Fairgrounds, shooting the 1-and-1 is Vogel, and she makes it.
Makes the first. These are all big foul shots, 1-on-1 situation.
Every possession, every free throw, every shot, every rebound, every turnover is huge with 5:30 to play. Did I say they're huge?
Huge.
Rebound comes down, there's a miss, it's a 2-point game. And the Eagles bring it up. It's gonna be Murray to the other point guard, Rio. You got 2 point guards out there, basically. They can both handle the ball well.
Look to see what happens on the backside,
And
underneath
here
the
goes
hoop.
Murray, no, off the back iron. Rebound, turnaround, no good. Boy, I'll tell you, Elm Street, every time down, 2 or 3 chances at the ball, they are getting the offensive boards. That's what's got them the lead. And a turnover, no, they retain it. Here comes Fairgrounds.
Good give and
In
go
the middle
right
and
there.
off the bank, a
Good
big
give and
shot
go.
right there by McDermott off the pass. And we're tied, fittingly, with 4:45 to play.
Let's see if Elm Street attacks the backside baseline here. It's worked well for him.
You've got Obanello on that side now. Obanello cheats out because Reeder's outside. And you've got that wide open area. You're
That's
right.
a 3 for Lorendi.
No.
Nope. But a rebound there.
Murray with the rebound in the bucket.
Left-handed layup. Ariana Murray.
2-point game. And a foul.
A travel call there. I'll tell you what happened there. Lorendi got her hand on the basketball.
Well, what she did was she held possession. You know, you turn and all of a sudden there's a white body in front of you and there's a crash. So instead of calling any contact foul, they called the travel. You're right, hand on the basketball did the trick. Tell you what though, Murray with those red cheeks, she's exhausted, you can tell. They're all exhausted.
There'll be plenty of time to rest.
Oh, spoken like a
in
true,
about 4 minutes.
Spoken like a true coach, I'm telling you. Murray on the weave.
Looks like Fairgrounds has found that backside. They have their eyes on that backside cutter.
Yeah, they've got to shut that off, but you know what? Once they go to one side, Elm moves to the other. Murray, double team on him. Open, right there. Laranger drives to the bucket and hits it. Oh my goodness.
That's a huge shot there in the paint.
39-35.
A 3-on-1 here.
Off the glass, no good. Rebound, weak side block. Obanello with it. And a foul. I think that's a good foul. I think there was contact, enough contact for the call, even though they struggled with the basketball.
I'll tell you what I like there, Tom. I saw Vanessa Rita hold her position, and Obanello went up, and after the foul, Rita reached down to help Obanello up. So these girls have a lot of respect for one another, and even though this is a championship game, these kids all know each other. They play with each other on some travel teams, some AAU teams. They see each other at some of the summer camps and clinics that they attend. So, and a very real possibility that these kids will be teammates one day at the next level.
3:30 to play. Free throw by Obanello is good. It's a three-point game. 39-36 in favor of Elm Street. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Martin, no good. And goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that went off Reeder's feet, so Fairgrounds going to retain possession.
Juliana Martin back in the game, making her presence felt right away with that offensive board off the glass. So now you've got Martin and Obanello on the floor at the same time. That's when Fairgrounds has done most of their damage.
So Reeder's out of the game.
And she was a force defensively on Obanello and kind of neutralizing her defense in the paint. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to the white team. No,
great block by Laranger.
Oh, Laranger has played one heck of a second half, hasn't she?
No question about it. I'll tell you what, the first three-point shot made here tonight by either team could be the dagger for sure.
And the buzzer sounded. We don't know why.
A little technical difficulties here at Nashua North High School.
Shouldn't have had a buzzer sound. So
Steve Largy talking with the official here just short of half court.
3:05 left to play in the game, 39-36.
And so both teams will huddle up. The referees will talk it over. Looks like Grace Carden's going to check in here for Elm Street.
I think for some reason, because of that buzzer sound, they had to do something. I'm not sure. But it goes to the backcourt now, and here comes Elm Street. See if they try to milk the clock up by 3. They could make life comfortable. They don't, you know.
Fairgrounds not extending their defense,
right,
really.
You know, that's just it. There's a lot of space just over the timeline. And there's plenty of time left to kill off. We're under 3 to play now. We're at 2:45.
Well, the 5-second count begins.
And a good weave by Elm. This is what you do in practice. Maya Rio with it. Pass to the corner. They go inside now. Let's see if they go back out. They do. I'd set up between you two guards. You've got Rio and Murray. Just keep going to both of them. And that's what they're doing.
You got your best ball handlers out there, and now Fairgrounds going to extend their defense a little bit.
I think that's the difference in this game, is the ball handling of both Murray and Rio has really set the tone in this second half for the white team, for Elm Street. They have really done a good job to control the ball and set the tempo. If you look at the turnovers, it's way the other way with Fairgrounds. And now a timeout called by Fairgrounds as they determine what to do as we're down near 2 minutes. 2:16 left to play in the ballgame.
Want to congratulate both teams here for making the finals at Nashua North High School. Fairgrounds Falcons and the Elm Street Eagles. Elm Street has Caitlin West, Keisha Jerez, Ariana Murray, Skylar Q, Kylie Clough, Catherine Loranger, Caitlin Lorendi, Julia Coda, Maya Rue, Alexis Robers, Jordan Rue, Ariana Sola, Ayana Braswell, Grace Carden, Lizzie DeRusha, and Vanessa Reeder on their team. We'll run down the Fairgrounds girls for you in just a minute.
Fairgrounds, yeah. It's Ella Karavanik, Autumn Hayes, Kylie Daw, Jalen Gagny Bonilla, Alexandra Kapopoulos, Annie Sherman, Lily Vogel, Emma Goyette, Meredith McDermott, Juliana Martin, Ava Foss, Jazenia Banales, Xemna Dominguez, and we got a whistle and a foul. And we'll give you the other two players. Iruka Obanello and Chris Komisarek is the head coach, assisted by Stephanie English. 2:08 to play, a hand check call, but it's going to put Elm Street at the line here as both teams have 8 team fouls. 2:08 to play. Every free throw is going to be big, and right now you've got Murray at the line to shoot 1 and 1, and she makes the first.
This final's been a treat.
It has, but I'll tell you what, if they make this free throw, they have their largest lead since 6-0 early in the game.
Coach Largy sends his 2 guards back onto the defensive side, keep everything in front of them. And now we're going to see here what Fairgrounds is going to try and do. Are they going to settle for an outside shot, or are they going to still continue to try and pound it into Obanella?
They're going to go with the open shot, but they're going to go with a quick shot because they don't have much time. Shot is good. It's a three-pointer. The first one of the game. It's a huge bucket by Lily Vogel. Off the glass and in. And it's a 2-point game with 1:46 to play.
Elm Street was trying to set up a half-court trap there.
Pressure on the outside. Now they extend the defense. And now they back on. Now they come back out. Murray to her left. Now to her right. To Rio.
A lot of standing around by the Elm Street.
Rio gets fouled and goes to the line with 1:25 left to play in a 2-point basketball game. Oh my goodness.
Very, very exciting. One of the things you don't want to see there, though, is players standing around and watching the game being played. Got to keep your feet moving. Find the open space. Get open.
At the line. In and out. Obanello the rebound. And Fairgrounds can tie the game after being down 5 or take the lead. Obanello inside, no, but she gets the whistle and the foul. She'll have 2 big free throws coming up with 1:13 to play.
And a chance to tie it here, Tom, with 1:13 left to play in regulation. Could we be treated to some extra basketball? Reader set to check back in.
We could be.
And coach changes his mind here.
And he's going to keep his lineup out there. And bucket's good.
It's the first. We have a 1-point game. There's a big foul shot here. Every shot is big.
Oh, off the back end, no good. We got a 1-point game.
Great rebound there by Loranger. And a great pick set at half court.
All right, she did some good dribbling with Murray to try to kind of walk that tightrope along the baseline. And here she is on the outside with the ball. A 5-second count's underway. Gets it inside.
Oh, backside post is wide open, and they're not finding it, Tom.
No, I know it, and they steal it. Oh, and back it goes to Elm. Jump ball, timeout, Largy calls it.
And I'll tell you what, if you get a chance to see this on replay, you will see the backside wide open.
Was number 12 for Elm Street, Julia Coda. Wide open. She could have had lunch, Jason Roby. She could have camped out, had lunch, talked on the phone, done anything she wanted. No one was near her. And if she got the ball, 3 steps and she had a layup.
Well, we'll see what Coach Largy does here. He calls the timeout with a 1-point lead, 46.7 seconds.
If I'm Fairgrounds, I put Martin on the ball, on the inbounds, to try to get some pressure. And let's see if they do it. Or if not Martin, someone with long arms, and that would be McDermott. She's got long arms too. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to put McDermott on the ball.
Very important inbounds play here.
And that's good pressure, but they get it in.
Into the backcourt, and she reaches. Quick foul. Wonder if she was told to do that. Coach Komisarek and Coach English for Fairgrounds seemed like that may be what they wanted to see happen here.
Yeah, they want to put pressure on somebody, and you've got a player who hasn't been at the line too much, too.
Right, so you have right now number 25, Grace Carden.
Grace Carden. She's been at the line a couple of times, but not lately. Bends the knees. A little hard on that free throw. I remember her last trip to the line, she threw up a hard one. 45.1 seconds to play in the game.
Big rebound here.
Off the rim, and it comes down to Martin. Here we go. Elm trying to defend. Fairgrounds trying to take the lead.
Obanello missed the...
No! Rebound, Elm Street, and a foul, and they'll go to the line again.
They're calling a foul there.
It might be on Obanello. It is. Foul's on Obanello. She shakes her head no. Don't know if that's the last one on her. I don't think it is. She doesn't like the call. 34.3 seconds to play.
And that might be it there for Meredith McDermott.
I still think they called it on Obanello. I think they just took McDermott out of the game.
Okay.
Free throw, no good again.
Big rebound coming up here.
Well, if it doesn't go in with Carden.
Playing the percentages.
And a rebound, Martin, same thing. It's almost like an instant replay. Well, let's see if Fairgrounds wants to go on timeout. They do with 27.6 seconds.
Coach Chris Komisarek calling timeout, maybe to set up a last play here.
Now, the difference in the game, in my mind, is the guard play.
Yeah.
Because Fairgrounds doesn't have the backcourt play, the ability to move and weave the ball and take time off the clock to try to whittle it down and get that last shot that Elm Street has. Problem with Elm Street, they haven't been able to hit free throws.
And that is a big one. Even at the high school level, you have to make the freebies. So we'll see what strategy both teams put into play here, as Elm Street's gonna have their hands full.
27.6 seconds remaining.
What do you do here, Tom? You thinking Juliana Martin? You thinking Obanero?
I want to get Martin involved offensively. I think that's hurt them in the second half. Obanello's been able to play well, but inside, but mostly off of rebounds. I want to get Martin on the dribble, driving to the basket, see if she can get a foul call.
You got Laranger and Reeder down low. They double team Obanello.
Weak side though, rebound, taken away by Reeder, jump ball. Where's the arrow going? It's going right. 19.6 to play.
They're gonna have to foul here. They extend the full court pressure.
Foul, and they'll go to the line, and they'll put, a timeout is called.
Timeout,
no foul.
Interesting, okay.
19.3 seconds to play.
You look at the faces on these kids, it's just before that timeout, you had the Fairgrounds kids all excited and jumping around with the thought of the last possession. And now it's the same on the other side. You look at the Elm Street huddle, and their kids all intently listening to their head coach, Steve Largy, as he draws up a play. Fairgrounds gonna foul here. We'll see.
It's the strategy that's worked so far.
Yeah.
They got great looks inside from Obanello. They got a weak side rebound by number 11, and that was Sherman, but they weren't able to convert.
Well, we've been treated to a pretty good game here at the middle school level in Nashua, and a great afternoon of basketball.
Exciting game with a lot of crowd participation. Well, I want to hear some foot stomping. There's no foot stomping. There's no yelling defense, defense. Here we go.
Oh, she traveled. Oh, she dragged that pivot foot.
She went to make the pass down court. Timeout. Fairgrounds. 16 seconds left.
And it looked, Tom, like she was looking cross court at a streaking teammate down the left side, and wasn't sure if she wanted to quite pull the trigger or not. And as a result, she drags that pivot foot.
All right, now with 19.1 or 16.1, they took 3 seconds off. I don't call timeout. I mean, I don't do anything except hold on to the ball and get that last shot.
I think the last shot is what you're looking for here.
That's what you need here.
I think the other thing too, Tom, is you put the shot up with a few seconds left so you can get on the offensive boards.
Right, or if you miss it, so you could foul and get a desperation the other way.
Right.
You know, presuming that they don't make the foul shots.
So we'll see what Fairgrounds decides to do here. You have Martin taking the ball out. Looks like Obanero's being double teamed down on the low block. Ball's inbounded to Vogel to set things up. Skips it around.
Oh, Sherman loses the ball. Oh,
got a
foul. A foul with 6.8 to play, and Murray goes to the line with a chance to, well, continue to make it a one-possession game.
Yeah, one-possession game rather. They tried feeding Ann Sherman down on the low post there. They closed in on her pretty quickly.
Well, here's the thing, Jason. They tried to feed one of their smallest players inside.
Maybe they were looking for something on the offensive rebound on the backside.
I mean, you got Martin and Obanello. Go down low to those two. Murray at the line. Oh, silence here in the Titan gym. And she hits
the first. That's a big one.
You could hear a pin drop. See, where's the Fairgrounds crowd yelling? They're not yelling. 42-40. 6.8 to play. Oh, no.
She hits the second.
And now it'll be timeout. Or are they going to go? They have one more timeout left. 6.8 to play.
So they're going to have to get a three-point shot here to tie things up.
But remember, this isn't the NBA. They're not going to get the ball back at half court. They've got to take it out from underneath their own basket.
They got to go the distance, no question about it. And hope that if they can get it close enough, I'm sure right now, Coach Largy telling his kids, do not foul. Do not foul.
I just back off, let them try it.
Let them get up the floor and take the shot.
Let them take that shot.
Right.
Although, if you do foul them, you eliminate the three-point shot. That puts them at the line. So it's not bad strategy if you foul them after some time goes off the clock.
You want to put them all the way down on the other end of the floor with a chance for an offensive rebound?
It's a gamble. You know, it's either way. See, I'd wait till they get over the timeline before you try anything. I wouldn't intentionally foul them, but it's not the worst thing to happen. 4 seconds.
Into Martin.
3. Shut up. It goes no good, out of bounds.
I think she could have gotten a little closer on that before she let it fly.
Yep, 1.1 to play. And they'll try the inbounds, and we'll see.
0.2 seconds left. That's gonna do it here. These free throws could make a difference in the score, but Coach Largy will send 4 of his players to the other end of the floor. So as things look here, it appears that Elm Street is going to come away with at least a 3-point victory. A very hard-fought, well-played game by both teams. Both teams should be very pleased with the effort for sure. And she hits the first one, does Ariana Murray, for a 4-point lead that all but ices it for the Elm Street Eagles here. And makes the second. They'll just put the ball in play, and that'll do it here. So your final is going to be the Elm Street Eagles are your city champions for the second annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament. They defeat a very good Fairgrounds Falcons team by a final score of 45-40.